Hello everyone. Today we have a different type of video. So we're not going to be fixing broken cars that I have bought. We're actually going to be fixing this Volvo V40 that belongs to my girlfriend. And I'm going to be secretly tuning it. No, I'm joking. Okay, so in this video, we'll be replacing this. So it is the oil pressure release valve, which has gone bad or is sending an error message, or it's actually sending that message short circuit to, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so basically, if you come over here, we'll have to remove the engine mount here, then jack the engine up from the bottom, remove this, the cover, and then from the bottom, from the wheel, we'll be able to change this pressure valve. So I would say, let's start. So as you can see, we'll have to remove this motor guard or engine guard. And I've done a little DIY here because it once fell down. And yeah, the holes or the screws have been torn out. So I have to replace this as well. But first, I'll just mount them back with my DIY special technique. Okay, so the next step is I'm going to remove this front right wheel so I can access the whole timing chain or timing belt from here. So now what I have to do is I have to take this arch lining out, I think it's called, or wheel, yeah, you know what I mean. So I have to remove these screws. I think there's one there, there's hardly any light, but that is one, and I guess, yeah, all around, yeah, up here, there, and then I think up here, yeah, it's gotta be one of those poppy things, and yeah, and then it should just come out. In the wheel arch, there's all sorts of fasteners. So there's Torx 15s, Torx 20s, even maybe Torx 25s, some clips, some plastic bolts, everything. And don't worry, I didn't walk away to quit. It's only 2 minutes into the video. I just got a little pick to get the plastic clips out. And as soon as you have removed everything, you can pull the arch lining out to expose the engine. Done my research, and I think this sensor is up here, so around here, behind this crankshaft pulley, I think it is. So that means I have to loosen the belt with this tensioner and then remove this pulley here, which I've already done something similar on the Audi S5, and hopefully from the top we can like here, remove the engine mount, remove this cover, and then we should be able to see that sensor. This is a 13. As you just heard, it was a 13, and I'm afraid now the struggling can begin. Let me just have a quick think. Maybe what we could do, grab this, like so, then this is not going anywhere. So I'll remove the middle one, just get it loose, and then tighten it up again, and then with the middle one I can clamp it against the, is that the drive train, I don't know, this thing here. And now I can remove the small one. So first of all, let me try and remove the middle one. Hell yeah. Came right out. Perfect. Okay. Don't think it's gonna come off yet. Yeah, so I'll have to take these off. So now, oh, it will be so good to have an impact on these ones here. Just bam, 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 impact them off and then done. I could not get these 4 bolts off, so I think I WD-40 them. Just let it quickly soak in. Get some more of this magical juice. And what I'll do is I'll take the engine mount off at the top and then just let this down here soak in. Just because we're going to move the engine mount, there we go. I'll jack the engine up from the bottom so it doesn't fall through the car. So I just put it on the oil sump there. And yeah, or first of all, let's hope the jack will actually make it that high. As you can see here, I've engineered a little bit of a different platform. Hopefully this will hold the engine. It looks, let me just quickly test it. It looks stable. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so let's get to removing the engine mount. Then we can get rid of this here. Which is it? I think, yeah, this here, and this will come off. And this bullshit. Oh yeah, just undo lots of bolts and then hope for the best. Honestly, the best tactic you can do here is just remove all the bolts you can see. If a bolt comes in your way, just remove it, no one cares. Eventually you'll get the right ones. Also, I must say, this coolant tank was so annoyingly placed there. It was actually in the way. And I couldn't be bothered to drain the coolant because that would have been just extra work. But I somehow managed to get the parts out. But it's super annoying. So honestly, that engineer who designed that coolant tank there, he should get sacked. So now I'm going to remove this thing here. Bam, bam, bam. Gonna come right off. Then I believe, yeah, then we'll look after it. All that is left to do is to take this cover off. I believe there's a 10mm screw there. Down there. Can you see it? I don't know. Take that out and then this cover can finally come off. So for the last hour, I've been trying to get this stupid pulley off with my dad here. And yeah, it was quite difficult. So as you can see, there's like a pin in there, which helps you like locate where the pulley goes. And then we were obviously trying to yank it off and hammering it and flexing, and I don't know what we tried to do. It did not come off, so I came up with the genius idea that I took this thing off here. This is, I think it's the stabilizer for the light, for the headlights. And then, wait, where is it? Oh yeah. So then here there's a piece of metal, obviously, because I didn't want to just forcefully, I don't know, thing it out. I had space, and then I could push it out, and this stupid gay thing here has finally come out. So I lowered the engine a little bit with the jack, and now you can see that sensor has lowered. So now I could loosen the bolt. I just take it out with my hand, and hopefully hopefully, we'll be able to change the sensor. Has been how many hours since I've started? 4 hours. So I've started, but we have got it out. So let me just quickly show you. The new one is in there. All that's left to do is to put this thing back. The thing is the leveler for the lights. And then we can start putting crank pulley back. Before you do put the crank pulley back, just give it a good clean. So get some brake cleaner, some kitchen roll, some towels, anything, and just wipe it out a little bit, because it'll definitely do it good, just to freshen it up a little bit. Here are the 4 screws. The torque to spec is around, I've got no clue. So I'll just put, just for my comfort, a little bit of Loctite on it, because we don't want that going anywhere, if I'm honest. All that's left to do now is put this thing back, the pulley. So if I'm correct, it went right over here. Yes, now comes the tricky part. Obviously, I'll have to pull this one down. Or is it? No, it's up, not down. Sorry. Pulleys are looking good. This is all on. That's so tight. So I think down here we are finished. So now we can go back up to the top, jack the engine up, back to its position, and mount, well, the engine mount. Perfect. That's done. Now comes the tricky bit. So we'll have to get all these back in. I believe this was sitting in like so, and this was, okay, no, this was like this. Bam. I guess this was, yeah, this one goes in first. I think this we can even tighten down now. Slap these 2 bolts on, like so. So we've got the whole engine mount all fixed together. So I'll quickly talk you through this. So these 2 screws here were 80 Newton meters. This was 50. The one under here, so that was 50. These 2 were 80 as well. These didn't have a number, so I just done them to 80. That's the M10 DIN, or the toughness 10.9. That's what they say, yeah. And these 2 here also 110. So now should be fixed up. We can start it. The car is more or less put together. So if we have a look at, let me just quickly show you. Here, everything's put back in. This cover here, the only thing left to do is to put the bottom engine cover in. Okay, so I did start the car. Everything worked. So there's no major leaks, no warning signs or engine lights or anything. Also deleted all the error messages. So as soon as I've put everything back together, all the wheels, or the wheel back on, and the engine cover, I will take it for a test drive. But still, so there's like the error message for the turbocharger, something there. It's not quite right. Probably a valve as well. And the seat heater. So there's no seat heater on the driver's side. So that we will have to fix sometime as well. But now, for the time being, this will be enough. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of how to fix the Volvo. I hope you can learn something from it. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.